Stop 10. Judge Seaborn Lynn Home, 503 Ferry Street. This comfortable home with a wraparound porch was built in 1925 and was home to one of Decatur's prominent leaders, Judge Seaborn Lynn. He was appointed to a federal judgeship in 1945 by Harry Truman and served for 55 years on the bench until his death in 2000 at the age of 93. Decatur's federal building, which houses the post office just behind you, is named in his honor. In 1956, Seaborn Lynn served as part of a three-judge panel that issued a ruling stating the public buses in Montgomery and Alabama were not allowed to designate special seating for white bus riders. This ruling helped to desegregate buses and brought to an end the Montgomery bus boycott. In 1963, Judge Lynn issued an order to then Governor George Wallace stating that he could not deny African Americans their right to enroll at the University of Alabama. When Wallace did not comply with this order, President John F. Kennedy called upon the state's National Guard to assist the students in enrolling. The next stop is two houses to your right. Stop 11. The Williamson House, 517 Ferry Street. The large Victorian home on the southwest corner of Ferry and Walnut Streets was built in 1903 by stockbroker George Williamson. Notice the many architectural details. The leaded glass front door is especially beautiful. Stop 12. The J.T. Jones House, 601 Ferry Street. Across Walnut Street is the J.T. Jones House, or as it's often called, the Gingerbread House, built in late 1899 by a cotton broker. The home is an excellent example of the Queen Anne style of Victorian architecture. A New York artist was commissioned to carve a marble mantel for the main parlor when the house was built. Mrs. Blanche Jones was a highly respected member of the community. Her niece, then 83, told this favorite story about a young Blanche. There was a wealthy family that lived on Line Street who had an only child, a grown son who was spoiled rotten. He never worked, just partied and played all of the time. He craved Miss Blanche's approval, so to impress her, he would mow her lawn without being asked or leave candy and flowers on her porch. One day, he came up to her and asked her if he got sober, would he go to heaven? She looked him in the eye and said, "No, you'll just go to hell sober." As you turn left on Walnut Street and go 1 block to Line Street, take in the beautiful grounds of the Jones House. Whatever the season, the yard is always spectacular.